action. Welcome to episode oh, it's very loud. Gotta turn it down. Welcome to episode 114 of Cigar Hustler Podcast in Coronavirus America.
The Mad Max edition.
Mad Max Coronavirus. Oh, that's going crazy. All right, everyone, welcome. We hope everyone's doing okay. We're going to keep doing this as long as... And yes, we are back in the studio.
Ooh. We got to stay in the studio as long as we possibly can.
As long as we possibly
That's kind of what it boils down to. You know? Because we don't know what tomorrow's going to bring, Mike.
What
tomorrow could be totally different.
Hold on, this is way too low.
And you may get some half-assed Skype presentation from us or Zoom, like I just saw on Live with Kelly and Michael this morning.
Did they Zoom with somebody?
They Skyped. Well, the guest was Mark Consuelos, Kelly's husband.
They're hurting already? So they're doing her husband?
Holy moly. Yeah, so this is turbulent times we're living in, Mike.
Have you watched any of the, not Jimmy Kimmel, who's the other guy? The guy does the Tonight Show.
Jimmy Fallon?
Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
I love his home shows. They're hilarious.
Yeah, I wonder how long he can keep that up for.
He does it every day, doesn't he? They're only like 20 minutes, so it's not like, he's killing it, but he does a monologue on his front porch that his wife evidently is the cameraman, and then he Zooms with different celebrities.
Smart.
It is.
Hey man,
no commercials either. I thought they'd slide a commercial in.
You gotta thrive. You know what I mean? You can't let what's going on in the world keep you down. Because if that's the case, we'd all just eat a bunch of donuts, get really fat.
We don't have donuts. We don't have any donuts in my house.
And wait for the chaos to come.
We have a lot of dog food. Anytime I go out, I buy dog food.
I'm just waiting for the hurricane to check in. That's
that's all we need now.
If you think that it's over for us in Florida, when it clears out, don't you fucking worry. Hurricane Category 5, the size of the fucking state, will be aimed right at us.
And we will still survive.
And we will make it.
I should play We Will Survive right here.
No. Walk out the door.
55. We're going to put in We Will Survive.
You should probably just say it, not say it.
55.
Write it down.
I did write it down. All right. First thing I want to talk about something. Are you okay? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Checking your stock market?
No, I mean, I'm sorry, but realistically, there's just so much shit going on, and so much shit changes so quickly.
I left my watch at home, just so it did not distract me.
You get a text with something, and you just got to kind of figure out how you're going to navigate it and kind of go from there. So
how are things at your house? We'll just do that first.
How are things at my house?
How are things at your house? I mean, we're videoing just about every day now. But
well, I mean, things at my house are okay. They're okay. The missus, we may lose a child. I mean, one may go.
You gonna sacrifice one to the virus?
I feel like the baby is the biggest issue still, but
is it harder?
You can't take it out on the baby. So it's either Jax or Justice is
no idea what's going on.
Yeah. She just cries. I mean, the kid, the boys, they're still so young. They don't. Who's coming over today? No one. What do you mean no one?
What do you mean no one?
Like, there's a thing going on outside. And we are quarantined to trying to stay in the house. And they're like, okay.
Quarantine? Ooh, I'd like some quarantine. That sounds delicious.
Some Ovaltine.
We're Ovaltining today?
So, yeah.
Boredom is the biggest problem at my house.
So morale is up at the house. The virtual HERF, believe it or not, it is awesome. It really actually helps. I mean, Brittany
it passes incredible amounts of time.
Brittany was interacting as well last night.
Oh, was she?
John Carney came on.
Well, he was on in the afternoon.
Yeah, he came back.
He came. Yeah, he said he had to go cook, and then he was coming back.
So I heard a story about how he broke his ribs. It's the funniest fucking story on the planet.
How about that?
And I don't want to ruin it. Maybe we can get him to tell us at a later date. But then later on, I tried to get him to do exactly what he did to break his ribs, and film it.
That was the fun part. We tried to get Chet to his wife in the pool. She was cleaning the pool. He was up to $16 and 3 cigars if he just pushed Becky in the water.
No, that wasn't enough.
She threatened him. He couldn't do it.
I will end you.
Ladies in my house are getting very tan. There's a lot of sitting outside.
A lot of tanning going
on. They went in today because they both work for the school system. They went in today to get instructions on how that's going to work. Doesn't sound like it
should be interesting. The school by my house, the high school, there was a car line
But they did it with teachers today. Yeah, they said when they pulled up, the principal was at the gate. She was directing you. You know, you go here, you go over here.
And they would.
No, there's 2 people already in that building. You can't go in.
Yeah. So, they weren't letting the people in. Somebody was running to get the stuff for them.
Oh wow, really?
Holy shit! Who wants that job?
Yeah, no kidding.
Hey, so hundreds of kids are gonna pull up.
Oh, see, they haven't even done the kids yet. These were teachers
and
today.
You got to go get their stuff. It's like, fuck.
Well, I would imagine at that point there's packets. You know, little Jimmy's in 3rd grade or whatever type of school it is by your house. You know, okay, go get the 3rd grade packet for Mrs. Collins' class and give it to Jimmy.
But what about like the stuff in their lockers and stuff? This is high school.
Oh, high school? I don't think they can get into their lockers.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like this guy, this one person or these couple of people are going in.
I don't think they go into lockers. I think it's just packets for online work.
You think so?
Yeah. Jacob outside, his cousin goes to school in New Mexico, I think he said. And he was home for spring break, and he got a call today from the school. You have to come back and empty out your dorm. We're not having school the rest of the year.
Wow.
So, I mean, he's from here. He's got to go back there, pick up his shit, and come back, and he was just there.
What a clusterfuck.
I feel we have not seen the worst yet.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't think so. At least not in Florida. We're not on lockdown.
What do you mean you haven't seen the worst? Like the worst as far as the virus? The worst as far as...
I don't know. I don't know how much worse the virus could get unless more people just start dying.
I mean, more people are going to get infected. Right?
Yeah.
Like that's...
what I think I read, but I think you mentioned that 80% of the people they're estimating is going to get the virus.
I think Skip did that.
Oh, maybe it was from Skip?
But it's nice that you think that I'm Skip. So I'll take that.
You know, I shared his post last night, and he made a very good point about... people just need common sense. Really, I just keep touching my face. I can't help it.
I think that's kind of the funny part is the majority of people, when there's a problem, they don't start to think it through.
No.
You know what I mean? It's like, okay. And don't get me wrong. It's a lot. It's a fucking lot. There's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of moving parts, and this game is constantly changing, but the reality is you got to keep on keeping on, right?
I went out yesterday into the public, but it's the first time I've been out in 3 days. I figured until I can't.
You know.
And all I bought was weed killer and, I mean, just little odds and endsy stuff, more dog food.
You know, as crazy as this may sound, but nobody is guaranteed tomorrow, right?
Correct.
And the fact of the matter is that I've always kind of lived my life like this, especially after my dad passed, right? It's... You walk out the door. I don't give a fuck how busy you are. I tell my kids I love them, right? I tell my wife I love them because I could go outside and, you know, I could pull out of the driveway and get hit by a fucking bus and it's over, right?
Yep.
So, and I don't say that to live life in fear. I say that to pretty much state that, look, you know, you don't, when it's your time, and you have no fucking control over that. You do what you can every single day, control what you can control, and move from there, right?
Right.
I think it was Meet Joe Black said, I think it was Meet Joe Black, but because he was the Reaper. That was when Brad Pitt was the Reaper.
Right.
It was a great movie.
Not a fan. Maybe I'll go back and watch it now.
Or maybe I'm misquoting that movie, but I know that it's from a movie that I really like, and it's Death Smiles at Us All a man can do is smile back, right? So, you know, if you just lighten up on...
We should hug, but...
If you lighten up on yourself, right?
Right.
And lighten up on your loved ones, and you focus on the problems, it just feels a lot better, you know? So, do that.
Aww.
This is your intelligent moment from the fucking comedians of
from the Cigar Entertainment.
Cigar Hustlers Podcast Entertainment Center.
Media's still shut down, just so everybody knows.
Yeah. So
No, I think Coop's still broadcasting, isn't he?
Maybe. That motherfucker's not responding to my emails, though. I was trying to get some Zoom info, and he responded once, and then he didn't respond the second time. I'm like, all right, cool.
Competition. Doesn't want the competition. Now we are Zoom certified.
I'm like, thanks. But, hey, the Zoom thing's going well. So, I like it. Hey, it is what it is. We're taking one step at a time.
I tell you something I've learned.
Yes.
If you find a show that you like, don't share it with the others in your house. I started watching Homeland when this all started.
Oh,
I'm right at the end. I just finished season 1.
Okay.
2 episodes of season 2. But my wife now has caught on to it, so now I can't watch it unless she's watching it.
Okay, so I like the guy, the Billions guy.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan. Billions is a great show.
Yeah.
He's a main star in that movie, in that show. Eventually, he will no longer be a main star. At that point, that was where I gave up on that shit.
Really?
So
He's got to die eventually.
Oh yeah, he dies
because the girl is the focal point.
Yeah.
With her problems.
Yeah.
Yeah. She just took a handful of all her pills, and I knew what she was taking. I was like, I ain't gonna do it.
So I gave up on Homeland when he died. I'm like, oh, Bodhi, right?
Bodhi, yeah.
Like Bodhi's gone. I'm out. Forget it.
How many seasons until Bodhi dies?
I think it's like 3 or 4.
Oh, seriously?
Mm-hmm.
You just ruined it for me. I thought I had 7 seasons.
Nope.
I'll stay on. I don't really like him. I don't really care for him. I don't like the character.
Oh.
I like the show.
You're tough. You're a tough guy.
Well, halfway through season 1, they sort of try to make it look like he's not the terrorist.
Uh-huh.
And I was telling my wife, she goes, well, no, it's the black guy now. He's the terrorist. I'm like, no. For the flow of the show, he's got to be the terrorist. He's got to be one, too. Or it doesn't work.
Uh-huh.
Because the black guy hardly ever talks.
It's true. It's true. So, it was good for a while.
On the microphone, Mike. I guess talking.
It was good for a while.
Oh. All right. Here's what I want to talk about. I've been watching a lot of online shows and things.
As everybody
is. Why do everybody wear sunglasses on their podcast? Have you noticed that?
It's because they don't want to see them looking at something.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's like a reading thing or whatever the case may be.
All right. Okay, I'll give them a pass. I'm like, everybody just think they look cooler with the sunglasses on?
Especially if it's like a one-on-one where they're kind of right here.
Yeah.
If they have notes right behind them, they don't want to see that they're looking away from it.
Oh, yeah. So we should wear sunglasses.
No, we're
problem is I can't read without my glasses.
We're seasoned.
Seasoned professionals. We don't even look at the camera.
Some people love that. Some people don't love that.
Yes. All right. On with the news, unless there's something else you want to talk
about. I have another thing to talk about, but I'll keep it till the end.
No. We have plenty of time. We're only 12 minutes in.
Okay.
What else?
I think that there's a big problem here with some of these cigar stores. I really feel like people are kind of taking advantage of a situation, and they're working a loophole without saying names. But the fact of the matter is that, in this state, the governor has shut down restaurants and
bars
and has turned it to, hey, just to go food and stuff like that.
Right.
So what the governor is trying to say is, hey, we don't need a bunch of people hanging out together, right?
Right. That's the problem. We're trying
to minimize contact.
Right.
Okay. And it makes sense. But they didn't say anything about cigar lounges, right? Because
it's a non-thing to if you're not a cigar
It's so
person.
minute in comparison.
Right.
So we have shut down our lounge.
Correct.
Right.
Yes.
Because of the fact that, for one, I believe in protecting our employees, and for two, I believe in protecting our customers to the best of our ability. Now, will it affect our sales and business? Yes, it will. It most definitely will, because other stores are still doing it. However, I feel like it is not in the best interest of their employees as well as their customers just to fucking stay open. Like, I don't know why you're trying to work an angle to boost your income. Like, be smart and protect people, Like,
it's not like you're selling a large item like a TV that they can only use while they're here.
Right.
So, a cigar is, small.
Yeah, take it and smoke it at home.
Take it and smoke it at home.
Right.
What's the big deal? And without the beer and wine, what are you just having a cup of coffee and stuff anyway? So big deal. Make coffee at home.
Right. You can't sell alcohol anyways. So
right.
So what do you why? Why are you putting all those people at risk for additional contamination and really kind of spreading that?
It is just a matter of time for somebody walks in that has it.
And don't get me wrong. Right. I get it. Like, I understand that you want to survive and thrive, but there are some things that you got to do that are kind of like a moral obligation to protect people.
Yes, Michael, you are very correct.
So
I would love to argue the point with you, but I agree.
I can't say anything about it.
Can't say anything about it.
And after we have a meeting every Monday, but after I had kind of expressed that, because we had some employees that are like, well, we should stay open on our lounge.
Yeah, so and so's open. Why can't we stay open?
So after I expressed that to them, I took it to a vote. I go, look, man, we are here for you. Right?
Right.
So if you want us to stay open, I will fight you guys I'll fight with you guys to the bitter end. So
until they shut us down,
we will roll through.
Right.
But after I said what I said, they're all like, "No, you're right. We should stay closed. We should keep the lounge closed and just offer people coming in, picking up product, and leaving."
Right.
Okay. Cool.
And we've set up things to do the next step if necessary.
Yeah. I mean, if we got to do carry out, to go, drop delivery, and well, you know. You do what you can to navigate the times, and you try and survive. I feel really bad for the retailers that are just completely shut the fuck down, because that's happening, right?
Yeah.
There are some states where they're not going in.
California, you can't.
Yeah.
Except for essential purposes or purchases or whatever it's called.
It's true.
Yeah. Some shop announced. I didn't catch where it was, but some shop on Facebook announced today that they are shut down until April 28th.
Yeah.
I mean, they just can't do it anymore.
I mean, holy shit, man. So. Yeah. I don't know. It just seems a little shellfish to me.
Yeah, very right, Michael.
And that was tough to come to that decision.
Oh, I'm sure it was.
But here we are.
As
my boy Nas says, surviving the times.
He's your boy?
He is. We're tight.
Right. Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's he doing during the coronavirus?
He's just probably smoking weed and hanging out.
Somebody, you know who Jarrell is. I mean, I barely know who he is. But he...
Ja Rule?
Ja Rule? Maybe that's what it is. Ja Rule?
Jarrell?
It's Jarrell.
Jarrell sounds like...
Superman's father.
Yeah.
But he put out a tweet or something where he was hanging out or something if anybody needed him. And somebody commented, well, we haven't needed you for the last 20 years, so... Doesn't matter where you're at.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like they're dying for a new rap song to come out. I'll be held up in my house in the Dominican Republic. Okay, you stay there. We're good.
Hey, you're still alive.
Right, exactly.
Awesome. Oh, the sound just clicked to the right now on me.
Oh, just all sorts of things going on here.
Are they?
You break it apart and put it back together, something's going to happen.
Hey, it's the life we live.
That's right. All right, on with the news. There will be no cigars rolled in Honduras due to the concerns about the spread of the coronavirus COVID-19. Do you know why it's called COVID-19?
Because it's the 19th one.
It's the 19th. Yeah, it's China outbreak virus something 19th time. So there's 18 other viruses coming to
18 prior have happened.
18 prior. Over the weekend, the Honduran government...
Not at this level, though.
No. Honduran government issued a ban on most workplaces and all gatherings of 50 or more people. There are a variety of exceptions to this outright ban on workplaces, including ones at essential services, hospitals, banks, hotels, and restaurants that offer to-go services. As for the cigar industry, there are also exemptions for the agriculture industry as well as cargo and transportation services, meaning that some work in Honduras cigar industry will likely continue, but the rolling of cigars is stopped.
What's crazy is, like, the deaths that are going to happen in Honduras and Nicaragua, in Haiti, like, that shit ain't going to be reported, you know.
No, you're not going to know.
So you're going to hear, like
in China, I'm sure there's a lot more people died than we haven't heard, because, I mean, if you're living in a grass shack with a dirt floor...
Yeah, they're just gonna.
They don't even know they have it. I mean,
he's dead.
Grandpa died.
Yeah.
Oh.
So like,
Grandpa died.
The death toll is going to be so skewed in some of those areas. It's going to be crazy.
Right.
You know.
Currently, Honduras has only 6 confirmed cases, but the government is concerned over the ability of the country's health system to deal with a widespread outbreak.
Yeah. No shit.
Effective Sunday morning, the country closed its borders for travelers for at least 7 days. The ban on travel will not affect cargo. Honduras is the 4th largest producer of premium cigars in the world. The other 3, Cuba, the Dominican Republic, and Nicaragua, are still in operation as of Sunday morning.
Crazy.
But, follow-up story. Coronavirus has shut down the Dominican Republic cigar industry, too.
Oh.
So now we're back to Cuba and Nicaragua. As of, this is Friday. Virtually every sizable cigar factory in the country has shut down to the coronavirus. Those decisions were made by the factories themselves through the government, though the government did ask businesses throughout the country to consider shutting down earlier this week. I went and checked my parents last Thursday. It's probably the last time I'm going to go over there for a while, just because of their age. Dad saw the tattoo on my arm, and Dad's got a little bit of dementia going on. So he goes, well, what's that? So I told him. So he watched the last episode.
Did he?
On YouTube. Yeah, he loved it. He sat there and watched the entire thing.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, he keeps going, Did you get paid to do that? I go, no, well,
not really.
Not really, but... and I told him we're the #1 show on Podbean and all this stuff. Yeah. He goes, you're doing a very good job. There's no stuttering when you report the news or anything.
That's nice.
So, yeah, that was kind of neat.
Yeah,
I never thought it would be something he would see.
Right.
So.
And he praised you.
Yeah, it was very nice.
That's nice.
That was nice. Like in Honduras, where all cigar factories are closed, the closure means the end of most operations at the factories. though each will likely keep a select group of workers around for the processing of tobacco, security, and other essential tasks. Many of those Dominican factory owners whose operations are still open told Half Wheel, this is a report by Half Wheel, they expect to be shut down by the end of the week due to the government order or by their own choosing. So I haven't Skip shut down. I haven't heard anything in Nicaragua. There's been
it's quiet rumblings as of late. But
the only thing I saw were that the schools have all closed in Nicaragua last week.
Really?
Skip reported that from Skip News.
Well, I guess the good thing about Esteli is that it's kind of far away in its own kind of seclusion, right?
They did say some businesses and restaurants are starting to close too, though.
Yeah, I mean the bad part is that.
So I imagine that Pizza Hut's closed.
That's it. That's where I draw the line.
And the ice cream.
You shut down the Pizza Hut. Ridiculous. Where's everybody going to eat in Esteli? That's the one place. Fincas su Mesa with Darren.
Oh, I don't know. I've never been.
Oh, yeah. It's good.
The 2020 edition of the Texas Cigar Festival is the latest event to be postponed by the COVID-19 pandemic.
Dun, dun, dun.
As Casa de Monte Cristo has announced that the event is being postponed until August 8th, the retailer cited a directive by the city of Houston advising people to avoid large groups, particularly where people would be in close contact and others.
Well, why can't you just put a mask in the fucking sampler bag?
I guess you could.
Right? You give your little trick-or-treats as cigars.
Give everybody like a hula hoop to wear around them and don't come inside my
this
space.
This is your own personal bubble.
Stay right here. All right, let's see.
VIP people get the bubble.
Oh, there's
the regular buyers people? Just get the mask. Right?
As always, we believe it is a role and responsibility to prioritize the well-being of our guests. He's a Texas guy. Our associates and our communities, the company said in an email, following the guidance of public health officials and government agencies, including the City of Houston, Center for Disease Control, and the World Health Organization, the WHO, we're taking the precautionary steps. The event has been rescheduled August 8th, and tickets will automatically transfer. So if you bought a ticket, it will transfer over to the new date with no action required. For ticket holders who will be unable to attend the new date, they are directed to submit a refund request through Eventbrite or to email info@casademontecristo.com by May 30th, 2020. So if you can't go, get that in.
That's also kind of funny. So as of right now, everybody's pushing everything back to the end of the year. So
August, September, October, November, real busy, real busy.
As of right now.
As of right now,
because, I mean, what happens if it continues past that point? So you got to get to you have to come to a point where you're like, fuck it. I guess we just got to write it off this year and just move on and start prepping for next year, right?
Adrian was supposed to take a test that she has to pass to become a principal next fall. Mm-hmm. Now we don't know if any of that's going to happen at all. But the test was originally scheduled for this past weekend. Obviously, it was canceled.
Right.
She got an email it was canceled. But on the system, it shows she was absent for the test. So she went to sign up last night for the next available test, which is April 28th, which is kind of close.
Right.
But she has not received the refund from the first test.
Oh, good.
So we had to pay for the second test. So now we're out a substantial amount of money if this doesn't happen, if that refund doesn't come back soon.
Well, that sucks.
Yes.
So Aura, which is the Orlando Realtors Association,
right.
They just shut down. They just said, "Hey, we're shut down, and we'll let you know when we're going to open."
So no home sales.
I don't know. I don't know how that plays out. If Aura is out of the equation, it just means that they won't be able to.
Is that like the National Organization of Central Florida Realtors? Or something?
Yeah, it's like where you go to get your electronic lock boxes and like if you have a problem or an inquiry, like they're just shut down.
So there's got to be people that have closing dates that are in this area that we're in now.
Right.
Now, does that still have, I know somebody in my neighborhood closed on a house last week.
As of right now, so when I spoke to somebody who works at the clerk of courts, apparently they have a skeleton crew there handling certain transactions.
Yeah.
So, I could have, shit, you really want this place to go south, stop all home transactions as well.
Right.
Yeah.
The
other crazy thing too that just happened was my kids' like daycare preschool thing.
Yeah.
They said, hey, just so you know, if you don't bring your kid to school, we won't bill you. Well, they billed me. I mean, but like, what am I gonna do? They're a small business.
Right.
Oh, hey, I want my I can't. Right. I don't know if I'm like I understand that they got bills to pay too. Like I'm not gonna fucking.
Yeah, Adrian's on the phone trying to call these different places. I'm like, honey, there ain't nobody there.
Right.
Or there's one person there.
It's insane. So, like, I'm not going to – how do I crush that? I mean, realistically, I'd rather wait and approach it when the dust settles and we see exactly how bad all this is and like, hey, listen, I happily paid when everybody else was probably yelling at you.
Right.
Why don't you just let this week go?
Just let this month go here. Just, give me a slide.
I don't know, man. Crazy.
Mm-hmm. It's the unknowing is the biggest problem right now. I mean, if they do lock us down, how long are we going to be locked down?
Just got to put in the work, man, every day. Do what you can every day. That's it.
All right, we're at 26 minutes here. We're going to take a little break.
Break
and
time.
We'll come right back and finish this up. Be right back. When we're back. Thank you for sticking with us here during our break. Let's see. Because of the spread of COVID-19, the Florida Keys, Michael, are officially closed to all tourist and leisure visitors. Monroe County officials announced Sunday that the Keys are closed.
Yeah, a lot of old people are in the Keys. I get it.
Well, okay. Probably shouldn't make this public knowledge, but my family's zombie plan with my boys and everybody is the Keys. We go down there and we hold the line at one of the bridges. 7 Mile Bridge is like the stopping point, we figured. So you wipe everything out south of I guess that's south, I don't even know. South of the 7 Mile Bridge. And then you
blow it up.
Right, exactly. There's that little island halfway across, the little thing there. Mm-hmm. So you blow it up right before that, and then you can put somebody right there on that island to hold the bridge.
That's brilliant.
But now we can't get there.
My zombie plan is a totally different zombie plan. I'm going the other direction.
You're going north? Yes. Well, they do say in the cold, zombies are a bit slower.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and I'm really hoping for the Walking Dead zombies, not the World War Z zombies. Those fuckers are fast in World War Z.
Yeah, no.
Yes. Or not the 28 Days Later zombies either. They're faster than the other guys.
Yeah, no. I'm going to a friend's house that's very secluded. He knows who he is.
Oh, up in the woods somewhere.
Yes, up in the woods somewhere.
Your brother must be on the same plan because that's what your brother told me. His plan was isolation as much as possible.
He doesn't know this person.
So you're not taking him with you?
He's staying here.
Oh.
One of us has got to go.
Oh, I have a small team organized of individuals that all have a specialty for the redoing of the New World. The ban does not include rentals for those.
You're going to plant your seed?
No, not my seed. I was fixed years ago. Plan does not include rentals for those actively engaged in projects in Monroe County. The county said in a statement, there are no restrictions for homeowners and second homeowners who have houses in the Florida Keys.
All right.
Monroe County residents and workers from the mainland do not need a re-entry sticker as of Sunday night. So that if you live there, you get a special pass to put in your window.
Oh, good.
So if you don't have the pass, you shall not pass.
I can Photoshop that shit in 2 seconds.
You won't know what it looks like.
Let me see a picture of that.
Let me see a picture of it. There are currently no roadblocks or check-in stations on US 1 in the Florida City. In Florida City. That's where they're stopping, right at the top. Because the order is issued because of concerns for the coronavirus. There are no plans to close US 1 at this time, but it is being reevaluated daily, officials said. There is no restriction for homeowners, workers, deliveries to come and go. There is no lodge available for leisure visitors. Number of Florida-related coronavirus. Oh, this is the next story.
You know, the funny part is, too, though, like, people can't resist to just if they're like a left wing or a right wing person, like, and we all have those friends on Facebook that have just fucking always berated and say this one particular thing about one particular politician. A lot of guys can't resist to just sling shit about what's going on with the stimulus package or something like that. And if you're left wing, you're yelling at the right wing. Oh, you can't take enjoy your stimulus package or whatever.
Right,
saying
yeah.
like, or if you're right wing, like, well, if you said anything about Trump, you're not your president. I'm like, can't we just table this for a minute and start working together to fix some shit?
I was watching the governor's speech or something yesterday on Facebook. I've been today on Facebook. I had to stop watching because of all the comments coming in at the bottom.
I mean, holy shit!
Oh, half the people are yelling about we should kill all the Chinese, or people were complaining that the guy's too expressive doing the sign language. I'm like, get over, just listen to the man. Could you shut up?
Just calm down.
Calm down. I'm sorry the guy's so expressive when he's doing the sign language, but he's evidently into it. So.
This guy makes me uncomfortable.
That's what it was. Guys make me uncomfortable. Look at him. I don't see people doing that out in public.
Waving those hands around like that. What if he has the disease on his hands?
Somebody were saying that. You go, look at all the people standing at the podium. There's not 6 feet there. I'm like, holy shit. All right, let's see. There are no plans to close U.S. 1 at this time, but we read that. The number of Florida-related coronavirus cases climbed over 1,000 yesterday, Michael.
Yeah, it makes
According
sense.
to the latest numbers from Florida Department of Health.
Tests are coming in.
Well, we only have 150 tests in the state of Florida, so I don't know how they're deciding.
How do they figure that?
Right.
You have
Orange County. No, wait, I'm sorry. Orange County had 150 tests. And they opened a drive-through testing service today. So what, the first 150 people?
Yeah, it's kind of like when you get in the new PlayStation. Like, you got to wait. You got to camp out.
You got to camp out and get in line.
You got to wait overnight.
Well, they purposely did not announce a location of the drive-through testing place because for that reason. They didn't want people lining up in the way. If you're not sick, don't go get the test.
Yeah.
And then how long is the test good for?
Well, it's confirmed that you have it. Okay, so what am I supposed to do? Go fuck
home. Exactly. There are two naval hospitals.
Shit.
One's pulling up off the coast of California, and one's pulling off into New York Harbor to help with the overflow of the sick people.
Yeah, that's the biggest issue. Is
Well, we've got Brevard County here down in Miami, where the most people are sick.
I mean, the one good thing about Florida is we have a lot of old people, so we have a lot of medical things here.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say so. They're all gonna die off.
No. God, I hope not. I mean, I feel like this is one of the states where we have a lot of hospitals and shit.
You think so?
Do we have enough? Probably not.
Probably not.
But
no.
I feel like.
Then I saw one video where a doctor was showing how the test is done. So they stick it in your nose a little bit and they swab it around, pull it out. Then I saw a video on Facebook where they did it and they had like a cutaway of a human head.
Uh-huh.
They showed that thing going like halfway down the person's throat.
Oh, that's lovely.
To deter people from wanting to get the test.
Like, here's what happens. They pull your pants down.
They stick it right up in the pee hole.
Yeah.
Ooh. And then they in and out.
I'm gonna pass on the corona.
I'll just wait and see.
You know what? I'm a healthy person. Wait it out.
In a 6 p.m. update Sunday night, that was last night, the FDOH reported 1,007 confirmed cases in Florida residents and 70 confirmed cases in non-Florida residents. How did they get in?
Hey,
you need to go back.
You're fucking this up for us.
They did the math for you. Totally 937 Florida-related cases.
If you carry the one, subtract it. How
does that work? 107 confirmed cases in Florida, 70 non-residents. Isn't that 1,077?
I don't know.
The department was also reporting
I'm not getting my abacus for this one.
To death Sunday related to COVID-19 and also reporting an additional death. This marks the first fatality in Palm Beach County from the virus. Health officials said there have been 13 deaths in Florida coronavirus cases. So total of 13. About half of the state's coronavirus cases have been reported in South Florida or Broward, Miami-Dade, and Palm Beach counties, according to the FDOH. So don't go in there.
Gotta love the kids that are like, fuck it, we're putting the boats together. Hey, let's.
Oh, I'm kidding it. Dumbasses coming in from out of state. And 9 of them, what they say, 9 of the spring breakers tested positive once they got
Oh, good.
That's nice, yes. Number also show that more than 60% of patients with COVID-19 in Florida are less than 69 years old, including 2 cases in children less than 9 years old, according to a health department. The first dog died of it in Hong Kong, too, so your dog can get it.
The dog can get it?
In Hong Kong.
I mean, my dogs they gotta go. It's been a good run. We've had them for a while.
Oh, my wife's already told me we don't eat the dogs.
We don't eat the dogs?
I'm pouring barbecue sauce on their food, so they're getting basted from the inside out.
Nice.
According to the U.S. Center for Disease Control and Prevention, older individuals and those with pre-existing health conditions are most at risk for becoming critically ill from respiratory disease.
Yeah.
However, a recent from the CDC shows the rate of U.S. coronavirus cases require hospitalization was more widespread regardless of age.
Uh-oh.
So the WHO says it's not
the CDC, not the WHO.
Not the CDC.
Not the World Health Organization.
News I got.
Okay. So I could tell you one thing that we have done at the house.
Yes.
Is now I go solo to get the groceries.
Yes, we go out solo if somebody has to go out.
Yeah,
it's still at this point.
So
someone always stays home.
Yeah, I mean, there's no sense in bringing more than one person. Just go get the stuff and get out.
Right. Yeah. So don't load everybody up. I imagine your kids don't go anywhere.
No. Yeah. They don't. So I have my own ritual when I go out into the world.
Are you and Brittany fighting over who goes? I'll go. No. I'll go. No. Please. You went last time. It's my turn.
No, she's got asthma. So like.
Oh, it's a pre-existing condition.
Possibly. Yeah. So let's do what we can here.
You're so big and healthy.
Yeah. I'm thriving over here.
Thriving. So with the home gym and the pull-ups and the dipping.
Hey, you gotta adapt, man.
The 90 dumbbells.
You gotta find the way to keep it going, right? So
I did push-ups the other day.
Oh, did you?
Just one day.
Oh, and I'm tired.
Whew, that was boring.
So I went to Costco, and like I have a ritual when I get home, like all my clothes come off, and I jump in the shower, and I don't know if that helps or whatever, but I feel like
makes you feel better.
I'm putting in an effort.
Right. So take one of the suits home that
we're burning through the soap.
See, I went and bought extra laundry detergent and stuff. That was one of the things I bought.
You're very wise.
Yes.
So I'm doing my shopping, and this guy kind of fucking freaked me out. He's he looks straight out of Breaking Bad. He comes in an all-white hazmat gear.
I have yet to run into any of those people.
I took a picture of it when he was further away, and he's got like a mask on with a real respirator, like and gloves, like to the gills. He was just picking up milk. I swear to God, he was just buying milk. It was insane. And I bailed on my shopping cart. I put it aside just to go get one or two things. It's just faster and easier. So I'm walking. This guy like circles behind me and starts walking, and I'm going at a fast pace, and I can feel him gaining on me. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Is the guy in the suit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
is he gonna kill you?
He
looks big. A lot of meat on that one.
I don't know who he is. You can't tell.
Can't tell.
So
when you give the description to the police, he was wearing a white suit with a respirator.
Like, okay, could you draw him? Sure.
Sure. Respirator.
Yeah, right. It's a white.
Sir, this is a ghost.
Was he? Could you tell me what his ethnicity was? I'm like, well, it was a white outfit. And
the eyes, sir. What did the eyes look like?
Everything was. I didn't want to make eye contact.
I was afraid to look at him.
So yeah, that was interesting.
When I was at Target, I'm walking. I didn't want to get a cart because they're not washing the carts at Target. Publix, there's a guy right out front.
They're doing the wipe.
Right. So I did have to break down.
You'd think at Target they'd handle it. Like
you would
Target
think they would.
Is like is like the bougie grocery store, right? Or like
yeah.
You know what
they
I mean?
still had plenty
Retail.
of frozen food, so I was like, well, something happened with it. We have no more room in the freezer. But I'm walking around and you're watching people. Don't touch me.
How do you deter business? We're not going to clean the carts. Fuck them.
But wait, though. It gets better, though. Okay. So one old lady did cough right into her hand and then grab her cart. Like, never touching the carts again at Target.
That's not happening.
And I don't need to go down that aisle anymore. I'm going over here. But as I left, they only have self-checkout. That's really the only thing open.
Right.
But as you get done, there is a lady that, not to be ethnic, but she's kind of dressed like Aunt Jemima. But she's not a black woman. She had the hair, pulled back in a thing.
Gotcha.
She had a turtleneck on and everything. She had gloves and everything. As soon as you're done doing the self-checkout, she squirts it down, wipes it off, and then waits on the next person. So they don't care if you get it coming in, but don't leave it there when you leave. So
let's make sure that this is clean.
Let's make sure
there's one thing.
One thing. Tons of people at Home Depot yesterday.
A lot of home and gardening going on.
But everybody's supposed to be saving their money. The economy's supposed to be bad. But, there was a guy buying a pallet of stones to make it look like he was building a new patio or something. Or buying lawn equipment.
Look, man, here's the deal.
Shrubs and stuff.
Here's the fucking deal. Not only is the honeydew list building up.
No kidding, yeah.
If you don't go do this shit, you're going to get divorced. You're stuck in a room by yourself with your spouse, and there's nothing going on. You're not providing income anymore. You better get out there and fucking take care of the goddamn garden.
Well, I did get my man cave back. The garage has now been given back to me, and
why don't you go smoke outside?
Well, she smoked. I bought her a jar of the Trader Jack's because she likes those, so she has plenty of cigars. So she smokes on the back patio. I smoke in the garage.
That's nice.
Because I can watch TV. I got a TV out there.
Then you guys meet for dinner in the kitchen.
Right. And I have the air conditioner that I bought from here years ago. So, I'm all set up.
Hey, life is good.
Life is good there, yeah. She's like, I never see you anymore. I go, because I have my room. It was the whole idea of making it, so I don't have to watch Housewives of Beverly Hills 17 times a night.
I'm just social distancing it up.
Megan goes out when she comes in and it's like, nope, don't touch anything, and spray her down.
So I really haven't had time to kind of play Call of Duty with modern warfare. Yeah, so
I'm playing it on my phone like all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
So and the Romocraft guys are obviously really good at it. So my son and I have been taking turns. I'm impressed with my game. I've really stepped it up.
I'm like this close to breaking down and buying an Xbox.
Oh, really?
Getting really close, but it's what, $300? I don't know what they cost.
You should totally do it. But what's really cool is, I consider Call of Duty a form of stay-at-home learning with my son.
Oh, for the educational purposes.
We start breaking down statistics and kill-death ratios.
Oh.
I'm like, yeah. So, if you have 10 kills and 5 deaths, what's your ratio?
It tells you all that at the end, too, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
Oh.
So we can verify. We have the solution. We can check.
Right.
It's amazing.
Okay.
It's amazing. He likes the bigger guns, stuff that he doesn't have to reload. You can just
certainly, yeah.
You can just walk around and murk people. But I'm like, and he's like, "What do you think of this gun?" I'm like, "Son, all I can tell you is that as long as you have a positive kill-death ratio, you're doing fine." It's like, okay.
See, I'm even social distancing on Call of Duty. There's teams of 4. So there's 3 other guys running around. So I always make sure I get a sniper rifle, and I go up on top of the mountain, and I just cover them from up top. Like, no, don't come up. I'm fine. Don't come up here.
6 feet.
Don't even touch my little man. I'm fine.
I feel like that's where you start. Like you start far away, and you can kind of start to assess the situation, kind of learn patterns and where people run and stuff.
Well,
like that.
the game on the phone, the area shrinks, so the game keeps moving.
Oh, you're playing Warzone. You're playing.
Yeah. Well, your choices are Warzone or some other thing on the phone. Yeah, so it's Warzone, so it keeps shrinking. So as long as the area is still big, I'm up on top of the mountain by myself with the sniper rifle. I'll cover you guys from up here.
Smoking a cigar.
Go ahead. Smoke a cigar.
You just go. Go ahead.
You just go. As long as I kill more than there are left when I die, I'm doing okay.
Oh, hey, I ranked in the top 50.
Right.
So
I'm getting very good at it. I might have to take up snipering as a hobby.
I may have to take some lessons from you about Warzone. I haven't played that part yet. So.
Oh, well. Put it on your phone. We can play together. When your son is taking his turn, you play on
I'm
your phone.
Warzoning.
Warzoning with Palmer. With Mr. Palmer.
I wonder if I can download that part for the Switch.
Don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I've tried to put it on the Apple, but
didn't work.
Doesn't work.
God damn it!
Can't put it on the computer. All right, we're at 41 minutes. I got nothing.
Oh,
what?
Where's your gong?
Oh, the gong's at home.
Son of I got a listener of the week.
Oh, well, listener of the week is who is the listener of the week? I'll hit my bang can.
I don't know his last name, but his name
is
Ryan.
Oh, Remarkable Ryan or New Ryan or
the guy
who's been hanging out here.
Yeah.
Oh, Ryan, you listener of the week.
Yeah. That was good.
Sorry about that, Ryan.
That was good. Yeah, he started. He's been.
He started coming in here, right before the apocalypse.
Right before the apocalypse.
Apocalypse. Oh, finally you messed up a big word.
Yeah, right before the apocalypse, and he's been an avid listener.
Yes, he did tell me that when he was in here. Yeah. I didn't realize that's who he was when he was in that first day, and I apologize. Because he's also joined the Cigar Club.
Look at that.
So, yes.
Crushing it. So, hey, listener of the week.
Ryan. Sorry, Ryan. We owe you a gonging. Sorry.
You'll get a gonging at the next one.
Yes, you'll get a gonging on the next one.
All right.
We'll keep doing these as long as we can.
Yeah.
Watch for us on Zoom. We're Zooming all the time now, apparently.
We're gonna do we're gonna do Zoom cigar chats and virtual herfs and stuff like that. We'll post that up on our group pages and stuff when they come on, when they become active, and there are gonna be times where I'll just turn it on so that other people can meet up. I can't commit to 8 hours of just hanging out in front of the camera, but I do want to make the group available so that everybody else can kind of come and go as they please. And it's capped at 100 people. If we ever have a problem where that capacity becomes an issue, I'll buy the next step up, I guess. But
you can do that?
Yeah.
Is there a cap total? I mean, you're paying $7,000 a month. Do you get 7,000 people, or?
I think that there's another tier, and I think it goes up significantly. So
probably to 500, I would imagine.
Or 1,000, I think.
Ooh, I don't think we'll ever get 1,000.
Yeah.
I mean, we're getting to like 12.
Yeah, and then there's like an enterprise where like you can just talk to people or something, and then the sky's the limit, like 10,000 people or something.
Ooh, 10,000.
But I don't think we need all that.
1 million people.
Yes.
All right, guys. Everybody, that jumped real quick. Everybody, stay safe. Social distancing. Wash your hands.
Yep.
Don't touch your face. Do your part. Order cigars online. Mail still runs, as far as I know.
Yes.
Amazon still comes. You can get a job. Oh, Publix has announced people stop binge buying things. We're fine, except for the toilet paper. I don't know. Why can't we get toilet paper?
Because a lot of people bought the toilet paper.
Who makes toilet paper? Where does that come from?
I don't think it's a supply issue. I think it's people are
distribution.
Crazy. Yeah.
So you think like there is none to get? There's
I think there's plenty to get.
Plenty to get.
Yeah.
Down in Fort Myers, they did say they have toilet paper again, but it's only by 2.
You get the 2 rolls.
The 2 packs. not 2 rolls. Yesterday, McDonald's was not putting napkins in the bags. We were going to do DoorDash last night, so we're looking. But where we live, it was fast food. So I figured, what the fuck, I might as well just go get it. Save the delivery fee. So
I heard they've been waiving a lot of those delivery fees.
Yeah, I did get that message in the beginning, but 35, 40-minute wait for McDonald's when I can get there and back in 20.
Right.
Didn't seem practical. And there was nobody in line at McDonald's. I thought I'd be sitting there forever. Nobody in line.
People are starting to stay home.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, except for Home Depot.
Except for.
Got to do those yard projects.
Where are my pink flowers?
Yes. We're still in the middle of the remodel.
Yes.
They've run out of supply, so they had to special order because apparently you can't get whatever it is they need. So we're down to 1 room.
I think that's a bullshit move.
Yeah, I think so.
I think they're like, oh yeah, we don't have the stuff. That's like when you get on the plane, like, oh, plane's broken. Wait a second, the plane's not
we had
broken.
Speaking of that real quick, we had friends that went to Hawaii. They already had it all tripped or planned everything, so they went to Hawaii. No problems getting everything. It was right before everything started.
And they're stuck.
Well, no, they got back, but to get back, so it was. I think they had to fly from Hawaii to California, California to Ohio, Ohio to like North or South Carolina or something, and then a plane there back to Orlando. Almost took as long as their entire trip.
Wow, ferry boat.
Yeah, just because there's not regular flights going anywhere.
Yeah.
So it was, where can you get me to where I can get on the next plane? And at some point, Delta picked them up at the terminal in a Delta car and drove them somewhere to pick up another flight.
Wow.
So they must have like a lot of miles, I'm thinking. A lot of perks with this crowd, so.
Wow. All right, well, hey, we got to get to work.
All right, I got to get back home for curfew.
All right.
Self-imposed curfew.
Be safe, everybody.
All right, guys, everybody safe. Bye.
This has been a Cigar Hustlers podcast, a Mike and Mike production. Be sure to listen every Tuesday at 10 a.m. for all new episodes.
Hi, I'm Husto Iroa.
Yeah, we just don't have to do a single podcast ever again.
Perfect.
Ever.
I'm good, Mike and Mike. How are you guys doing?
The Hojo,
Hojo! It's the Hojo!
the moderator.
You didn't even let him fuck it up all the way.
I gotta get past Hojo!
Go on.
I don't even have to try to hit the record.
He's not even trying.
We're gonna cover a lot of ground here, Mike.
All right.
Try to keep up.
That's a sign of a good podcast.
Maybe like 4 cigars when I walked in the door.
All right, end this.
Mike squared.